Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Welcome back to another week of Credit and Financial Tips with me, Michelle Green. Hey, I'm so excited for you to be here today. Listen, if this is your first time watching, we provide credit and financial tips to everyone from our business. We have Kingdom Builders Credit Repair. And what we do in our actual organization is help people to get their credit scores up, help them to learn how to manage their finances and their credit. And I am personally a financial advisor, and I am here to give you tips every Friday from 12:30 to 1. Listen, we are powered by the CTR Media Network. What does that mean? That it means that we are a part of a network that streams to over 140 countries in the whole world. And we are seen by billions of people all over the world. And I just want to say thank you for being here. Whoever you are, wherever you are, even if I never get a chance to meet you, I am so grateful for you watching our show or listening to our podcast. That's right, the KBCR TV show and the KBCR podcast at Kingdom Builders Credit Repair. Make sure that you are hitting that subscribe button and that you like and you share. And also make sure you tell a friend, a family member, somebody that needs help in their finances and in their credit, that they need to be watching this show every single Friday from 12:30 to 1. So today we're coming off of the holiday season and we are getting ready to go into this holiday scam artist conversation. That's right, this holiday scam artist conversation. What we know about the holiday season in the credit industry is this is the season where everyone gets taken advantage of. I'm talking about like anybody that's anybody, even me, the credit lady. That's right. I have had scam artists send information to me, and I have even had situations where I've had to go to my bank and had to cancel a debit card or a credit card or get a new one, or someone stole something from me. So listen, I'm not even exempt. So I know you're not exempt. Yes, that's right. In this holiday season, anytime during the time of Thanksgiving, really it begins in October all the way through December and January, the first of the year, people tend to start getting distracted because we're so focused on who's coming for Thanksgiving, who's coming for Christmas, how are we going to set everything up? What kind of presents are we going to give for everyone? What kind of programs are we going to be participating in? And so it causes us to do what? Be distracted. And not just us being distracted, but also the people that are just randomly just doing their life, just minding their own business. It's anybody that will be distracted, in addition to the credit bureaus and the people that provide the information for our credit and finances. So our creditors are distracted, the credit bureaus are distracted, the people that have or hold all of our financial information, everybody's distracted. And that tells us that as a credit repair company, we have a great advantage of being able to dispute negative things on your credit. But at the same time, it also tells us that what? We need to be very mindful of the scam artists that are out there that are really trying to take your credit, take your money, get into your bank accounts, do the things that you know that you don't want them to do. But because we are distracted, we tend to forget until something happens to us. So before we get into the actual message, what I want to do is always, when we come on live, we want to explain to you exactly what is credit so that we never ever have any doubt in our mind what credit is and why it's so important for us, even if this is your first time actually dealing with credit. Listen, credit is the ability for you, if you don't have enough money right now to pay for something that you need or something that you want. Now, we got a whole lot of needs, right? We got food, we got clothes, we got Grooming. We want to be cute. We want to look good, right? We have housing. We have vehicles. We have things that we absolutely have to have in order to live every day. And if you're just starting out in the workforce, in the world, maybe 18 or 19, 20, if you have been in the workforce for a long period of time, you're always going to have needs. And that's something that we all need to understand. So as you begin to grow and earn money, whether you're working a job or you're working a business or you're working multiple businesses like myself, doesn't matter how you're making the income. The point is that most people are not going to have enough money to cover every expense that they need. They're not going to have enough money to accrue the credit or the debt that they need, like a house or a car or some personal loans or a credit card. They don't have enough money. So what do? We turn to credit. We turn to the ability to be able to get credit or credibility with a creditor or a lender, which is in turn usually a financial institution of some kind, such as a bank or a credit union. That's right. So that in a nutshell is what credit is. It's when you have the ability to go and borrow the money, but with the intention that you should be paying it back if you want to continue to have a good credit history. That's right. If you want a good reputation so that no matter when you need the credit, you are able to go and get that credit from your creditor, from a financial institution, a bank, a credit union, whomever is providing you the credibility, that lender will be able to give it to you if you keep a good credit history. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into this topic about the holiday scam artists. So, like I was saying earlier, this is a time where everyone is distracted. So, what are some of the things that we really need to begin to take time out and pay attention to as it relates to these scam artists? Now, scam artists are going to first start out with sending you a text or a email, and that text or email is going to have something to the nature of your package has been delayed, your password needs to be reset, or the bank account has been locked, or something crazy that would stir up some kind of fear in you that you need to pay attention to right now. So, first, I want us to think about anytime we see something in our email, our text messages, or even a phone call. If we are on the phone and we receive a call from someone and they are saying to us in any form of communication that something is urgent and it causes fear in us, that's the first indicator that that's a scam artist. That's someone that's trying to take your money, someone that is trying to get you excited, trying to get you excited in a negative way so that you can fear what is getting ready to happen with their information. What's getting ready to happen with your information? When I say their information, what they're going to be doing is telling you something that relates to some type of money that you got to pay, or something that is going to cause a problem for you with what you already got going on. But because you are not connected directly to the package that comes from wherever you place the orders, or if it is a situation where maybe you have forgotten your password over and over again. I know we are really good at that one, okay? Because I'm good at that one. I have to definitely make sure that I have a secret place where I am putting my passwords so I don't forget. But many of us forget all the time, and that's why the scam artists initially will go into telling you that, oh, you need to reset your password. You forgot your password. And they are so slick at it. I'm trying to tell you, they can get into pretty much anything on your computer and nobody's exempt. Okay? So we need to recognize the passwords. Let's be more conscious of what our passwords are and putting them in a safe place, or using biometrics. What are biometrics? Facial recognition, fingerprints, Voice retina. We need our retina and voice. We need to have the ability to be able to use biometrics so that we are not scammed as it relates to our passwords. And you do need to be careful that when you are in a store of any kind, when you are out shopping, or if you are doing anything online, we all have cameras all over our home. We have cameras right now that we're looking into. So we have to be conscious that whomever we are talking to, whoever we are around, the places that we are at, we got to be mindful that if we're putting our phones down, if we are leaving our devices, unattended, then someone can easily put a cover over the camera that still allow the camera to be seen and steal your information that way. So just be mindful of everything that you're doing, and especially as it relates to your passwords and any package orders that you are ordering for the holiday season, in addition to making sure that your bank account is absolutely secure. And I'm talking about being able to contact your bank account and talk to them about any additional security that you can put on that account. That's right. Any additional security, making sure that you have your fraud alert already established, making sure that every bank account that you have, if you have multiple banks like myself, then you need to make sure that every single bank account, what is the procedure in case there is a problem with a scam artist, and making sure that if there's something that you don't have that is a security measure that you can add, we want to go ahead and implement that. Now, as it relates to the credit itself, we want to know and understand that just putting a fraud alert on the credit reports or contacting any of the creditors to say, hey, I want to put some type of monitoring service on my account, what that means is that it's only going to alert you after the item has been stolen. So after the scam artist actually gets on there and steals your identity, then you will be alerted and they will monitor that, but they won't be able to stop it. So one of the things you got to understand about this whole holiday scam artist situation is that you have to take a measure that is going to be a precaution before they actually take action. And that way is only through by adding LifeLock to your credit. So if you are trying to protect the credit itself of the accounts that are on your credit report, to make sure that nobody's going to add a line of credit to your credit card, that nobody's going to